Hello and welcome to my journey in V-Rising. In today's video, I will be making some major advancements to me and my castle's power. If you enjoy this new form of content I'm making, be sure to like or dislike to let me know. I awaken my half-castle, and I need something to do, so I begin to construct a waygate. A waygate will allow me to instantly travel to any rough location depending on where I'm going. But to make it, I need grave dust, which I do not have and I'm not able to make. Because to manufacture grave dust, I first need to defeat Swine the Ravager, so I begin the hunt, on my own. As I arrive at some skelly-infested graveyard, I'm sure he was here, so I incapacitate the guards. But by the time I was done, he left. All of that was a waste. Whatever. I follow him outside of the graveyard and we fight. Here's how that went. Well, that went poorly. But that doesn't matter, because when I came back, I third-partied him in the Alpha Wolf like the average Fortnite player, and proceeded to dunk on him in a nighttime battle. Another one bites the dust. And right as I finish, Lydia, the Chaos Archer, a level 33 boss, comes out of the blue, so I decide to go home. But then I think about Grayson the Armor, who is only level 30, but has caused me half of my deaths, and I can still not beat him. But if I defeat Lydia, then I can prove that Grayson is a poorly designed boss. So I begin my second boss fight, which will not go as well as the last one. After many deaths and lots of pain, I defeated the V-Blood and proved my point. Defeating Lydia also led me to use a longbow, which must have been new in the 1.0 update because I have never seen it before. On my way home, I fought the Alpha because I was bored, and then went home to make that longbow. And I just realized that you can change the color of your character's clothes, which I thought was cool, so I decked myself out in a new look. And now that I have defeated Gorswine the Ravager, I now have Grave Dust and can construct a Waygate. Now that I have completed that objective, I now have the blueprint for a stone coffin. So I then built that in a little pocket next to my sawmills, just one advancement after the other. Once I did that, I unlocked the servant coffin, but more on that later. Because now I'm making a longbow, which is now my favorite weapon in the game, so I'll be using it until the end of this playthrough. Now I've been stuck with the Blood Rose Ring for so long now, but I am finally upgrading to the Ring of the Dawnrunner, which will give me plus 12.2 spell power and plus 4% movement speed, and that will help me a lot in these upcoming bosses. Now, back to the servant coffins. After placing one down and interacting with it, it gives me the Dominate Human ability. This will let me lure dazed humans to the coffin and convert them. But for now, I'm just going out to collect base resources. As I'm exploring, I come across a bandit camp, so I decide to test out my new longbow. And this thing is overpowered. I thought the crossbow was cool, but nah. This thing is 5 times more powerful, and not just because it's merciless. And now that this one thug is all alone, I can test out the Dominate Human ability. Although, shortly after I capture him, he gets nommed on by a chomper, like he's a zombie struggling to invade someone's front yard. Nevertheless, I dispose of the chomper with my longbow and finish off the rest of the camp. And as I'm passing by that godforsaken armory, I hate that place, I find a Deadeye with the 86% blood quality, so I capture her instead. So I travel south to my base, which is thankfully nearby, and put her in the servant coffin to convert. I then create a Mimic, which is one of those chest monsters, but this time he is on our side. The Mimic can break down almost any item, like books to paper, or a copper sword into copper and planks, so I can feed him all my extra books to have more paper. And as I was traveling around the map, I remembered, oh yeah, I still have to take out Grace in the armor, so I went and did that. Although when I got there, I rushed too much and died to his guards, but I then took him out surprisingly easily with one try. But this fight was pretty easy and short, so it doesn't need any special music.
Stronger.
See? Easy. After that, I decided to take out yet another boss, but this boss requires a sacrifice. So I got a heart, and some grave dust, and summoned Putrid the Rat.
Taste of knowledge.
Not what you're expecting, I bet. Well, I've got to mix it up somehow. Anyways, my servant is ready, so go to the coffin, give her a name, and boom! Objective complete. My next goal is to build myself a throne, but I'm nowhere near getting to that. But what I am near is expanding my base. So I do that and get a roof over my castle heart. Now with that complete, I move to destroy Cleave the Firestarter, who I need to beat just to get into the final boss fight, because he lets me make bombs, and with those, I can break down the walls to the bandit fortress. And Cleave is also a very easy boss, so this won't take long. Easy. After that, I do some trading, and then fight one of the new bosses, Finn the Fisherman. I try to stay out of sight until night, but then I get bored and fight him anyways. And the fight's going well. We're both getting our hits in, he's summoning minions like every other boss to fight for him. But then, this happens.
Into the drink!
And I leave. Finn may be level 35, but whatever that is, seems more like a level 50. So instead I try to tackle Nicholas the Fallen. So I get there, and I struggle with the regular guys. Not a good sign. But I prevail and meet him. just gave up and decided to fight him when my skills were a little bit sharper, because I was tired and couldn't focus on everything that was going on. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and a huge thanks to Ludwig, Schlatt, and their musical emporium, and have a great rest of your day.